Hey, welcome to this quick overview of how to embed video into Schoology. So let's take a look. As you can see here, I've got some a YouTube video on found poems. It's pretty old, from 2011. I'm going to come over here and click on share. And when I click on share, you can see I'll get a lot of different options for sharing. But one of the sharing options that we'll typically see is the word embed. And embed means basically that you're going to get access to this code that appears on the screen. Now, as you can see here, I get what's called an iframe, and that's this first part. So this is typically called iframe, and what has to happen is that wherever you're copying and paste, or wherever you're pasting this code into, they have to allow iframes. Sometimes iframes are not allowed, and so that will stop you, but Schoology does allow you to paste in iframes. Now, I also want to point out that you can start any video off of YouTube at a certain time spot. So I can come here and click on start, and it's going to say start at 17 seconds in, and you can see that that 17 seconds has been added into the video code, into this iframe code. So I'm going to click copy. It's going to copy the entire code for me, including my modification of start at 17 seconds in. I'm going to switch over to Schoology, and I'm going to create a new page. Inserting something in a page is pretty easy, but be aware that you can also insert content into a discussion. And we're going to sort of insert one of each of those so you can see what that looks like. So once you have your page title, I'm just going to call this page found poem video, and I can choose to provide some background information. Of course, I'd probably write a little bit more than that, and then right here is where I can actually insert the code. Now, I don't want to just paste in that iframe code because it's not going to work. What I do want to do, though, is take advantage of two different options. The first option is to come over here to the switch to HTML view. You can see this right here, and this actually gives me the HTML background. If you're familiar with HTML, you know then that this is where you would post in your code, and then when you're done, you just switch to the visual editor, and this is what it looks like. Now, this is what it looks like while you're still creating it, but once I click create, we'll actually be able to see that. So I can switch to HTML view, and then switch to visual mode, HTML, visual, and that's what it's going to look like. So I click in create, and now you can see that the content does appear very well there for us. Now, another way to embed content, aside from switching to HTML, is to actually go here to the insert content button. And when I go to the insert content button, this is where I can insert image or media. And if I insert from the web, then I'm able to just paste the embed code there and click on insert media. The result is the same. I'm going to get this picture, but I have two options for doing it. Those options: switch to HTML view and then paste in the embed code, or go to the insert media, image media, and paste in the embed code in the little box, and it will appear here. Now, as I was saying, you can embed things in more than just a page. You can actually come up here to assignments, and if you want to, you can embed the code. So here what I could do is say and it's going to look like that. Now I could just as easily have done this in the visual editor. Now I can assign a due date, which means that now, instead of just being a resource that students can access by having to click and open that page, I can assign a due date where they can watch this video, and I might even want to add other items. So for example, let's say I could add a Google form. So after watching this video, please fill out this Google form. That might be something that I could ask them to do. Or, oops, I forgot to select my category field. I'm just going to say ungraded. And you can see that now this assignment is here, and if students click on it, they'll be able to see this. Another place that I could do this is that I could put this into a discussion. So if I wanted to, or if I wanted them to discuss the video, please watch the video below and share 2 questions and 1 observation about it in the discussion. Okay, so now if I wanted to insert that, I could click on Insert Content, Image, or Media. So as you might guess, it's up to you to decide how you want to insert this, but embedding content is not very difficult. So okay, I click on Create, and now I have a discussion forum. Students will watch the video, and then they'll write whatever their comment is. There are 2 questions and 1 observation. So it becomes very easy to put embedded content in as a page, as an assignment, as a discussion, and you can even, I believe, also add it as an assessment. So when you're creating an assessment, let me see here, this will be and so now I have this information. I'm going to click Create, and there's a little bit more to assessments than, as you can see here, than what you would normally see in an assignment or a page. But again, it's very easy to embed content, and we can preview it. And there aren't any questions at the moment, but like I said, you could choose to add questions, and let's see, if you have source code, you can drop in a video and then put in your content. So let's see, I'm going to say true, and again, this is just so you can see what this looks like. So there's a preview, and now I've actually embedded this video, and so when they start their attempt, they will have to watch the video and then decide true or false, or whatever question I wanted to put in. So pretty much at the end of my time here, but I just wanted to quickly show you how to embed content using those 2 options and where you could embed it in Schoology. There's just lots of possibilities depending on what your goals are with a particular task or assignment.